4 years ago, we had our first maple syrup festival in Duncan at the Forest Discovery Center, and 1,500 people attended. The next year, we had 2,000 people attend, and it's been very good. The industry has grown like we hoped it would, actually even faster than we hoped it would. And the demand for the syrup far exceeds the supply. We need about 50 liters of sap to make 1 liter of syrup. So this bucket right here will make a little bit more than this jar right here of syrup. The sap goes in the pan. We build a big fire, and the steam takes away the water, and the sugar stays in the pan. Later on, we'll bring it inside, finish it, filter it, and bottle it. But there's no additives, no preservatives. It's just basically sap that's been boiled and boiled and boiled. We have trees that give 200 liters of sap in one season. We have other trees that might give 10 liters of sap in the same season. And we've done a lot of studying trying to find the difference between the trees, whether it's the crown or the soil, or whether they're in an area with high water. And every rule that we've come up with has been broken. We can't figure it out, but what we do find is the trees that are good one year will be good the next year. The trees that aren't good, 2 or 3 years in a row, we find make really good lumber. As far as the difference between Bigleaf maple syrup and Eastern maple syrup, the Bigleaf has a stronger flavor. It's supposed to be an empyromatic flavor, which kind of a burnt sugar butterscotch taste to it. So it is a stronger syrup. As far as pancakes go, it sometimes overwhelms your pancakes. French toast and waffles it's ideal for, and over fruit, ice cream, or in cooking is just fantastic. There's an incredible market for the Bigleaf maple syrup, partly because of the 100-mile diet, partly because people are exploring new tastes and new products, and mainly because it's so tasty. We tap about 2,000 liters of sap a year, and at that point, when we reach that, we usually stop. You really have to size your operation to the size of evaporator you have. So we can run about 100 to 125 spiles and not be overwhelmed. With the next size evaporator up, you can run between 400 and 1,000 spiles. The downside is it's like farming. There's a lot of labor involved. When you think of how much material you're handling and the hours spent boiling, the amount of firewood you have to cut, it's not a get-rich-quick, but it's a good solid living. You can make wages easily for the 2 months a year or so that the season's on. And speaking of the season, that's one of the difficult things, is our season runs anywhere from late November into early March. And you never quite know when you can take your holidays because you don't know when things are going to flow. Bottles like this will sell anywhere from $15 to $20 a bottle. So we're looking at $75 to $100 a liter that we're getting for it. And people don't seem to have a problem paying that. One of our problems right now, of course, is the price of bottles. We're looking at $1 at least a bottle. So our glass is expensive. And that reflects again in our pricing, and then the labeling and things like that. So all that's going to come down eventually in cost as the industry grows. We are trying to do more value added whenever we can. Just like our forestry, where we started out selling logs and then realized that if we milled it up, we could make a lot more money from our product. We're now looking at different syrups besides just maple. So our favorite right now, our family favorite and our best seller, is a 50% maple, 50% apple syrup from our own apple juice. And we're experimenting with a mocha maple and also with a blackberry maple. And we use our customers as our testers to see what products are in demand and what products we can sell. Plus, we know what our family likes the best. And that seems to be right now the apple maple.